And on we go. Welcome back once again. Jeff Hendrickson, Laughing Raven Studio. We are in the process of creating this women's warm-up jacket, right? We did a little top stitch up here, and we're going to do the top stitch over here now as well. And one thing that you may have noticed, if you're super observant, is that on the original, we only had single top stitching here. And now what we're doing is double top stitching, and essentially it's just a design decision, really. It does make the seam a little sturdier, and maybe on a warm-up jacket this is something you want all day. You know, warm-up jackets aren't going to get a lot of wear and tear, but it's a design decision. It is also a little bit sturdier. You can go with it however you want. Play around with it. Do some single top stitching in places, do some double top stitching in other places, and see what you like. You know, you can do different versions. So we're going to come over here. We're going to throw some top stitching onto this guy. All right. So our select tool, we're going to select that guy. F, throw it up there. Come over, get our line tool, knock that down, put the dash in it. There we are. Let's get back on here. Our layers came in. Okay. You'll also notice that it looks like it's a tiny little bit bigger than this. Maybe we're going to leave it alone though. Once again, we're really looking at technique here, and I want to try to keep these things flowing as much as we can. So we're not going to bother with going back in and fixing that. We do, however, want to make sure that we're lined up. We're about even. Let's do a control copy. Let's get our next one up there. And let's make sure that this guy is lined up where it's supposed to, so that it looks like it's coming right off of this seam here and right into the next, because this would come right straight across from here. Okay. Now we've got the bend in our sleeve. I bend the sleeve like this on these detail sheets so that you can also see the back view of a sleeve. Okay, from here, whoops, oh, sorry about that, guys. On your normal view here, of course, you're seeing the front. If we bend the sleeve, we see what's going on in the back. So now we can see the way our line is in the back there. So let's zoom into this line a little bit more. Now, how's our top stitching going? Our top stitching is sitting on top. So remember that on the back now, to the left side is going to be our top. Okay, so let's select that. CF, slide it over a little bit. Same thing. Come back over here. Knock this down to 125, turn it into a dashed line, and according to our other ones, we're a little bit tighter. Okay, so we want to move it in just a little bit. Whoops, I'm getting something up there on a numeric value that I don't need to worry about. So we're going to tuck that guy in just a tiny little bit tighter, a little bit too much there. Sometimes what you need to do is you need to move it away, because you notice that when you start moving, you get the ghost image of it. So sometimes if you move it a little bit further away rather than trying to get really small little incremental nudges, just move it out. Then when you move it back in again, you can see exactly where you are. Nothing is sitting over top of where you are. You can see exactly where you are. You get that guy in there. We're going to zoom in here. We're going to use our direct select tool, and we're going to pull this end up just a tiny little bit so that we go over our fold. Okay, we've got that. We're just going to copy and paste that one, nudge this next one out, and slide it back in just a tiny little bit too. Okay, so there, now we've got the top stitch on that guy, showing that part of the detail. Let's see, I'm at 3:53, so I've got a little bit more time left in this one. Okay, let's go back over and check on our other guy. We see that we've got some top stitching here on our cuff and on our Velcro strap that goes across. So let's get our top stitching in there. Let's come out. We can zoom in on that. Okay, and the top stitching, the first little bit of top stitching that we're going to do here is going to represent the fact that this guy is sewn down here. We've got a seam here, and we want to do a double on that. All right, so let's select it, copy it, move the second one up to show our double, and that's going to be about it for this one. I've got about 20 seconds left, so I will tell you that what I'm going to do now is get us a little bit further forward so that when we come back into the next one, you see a couple of steps removed from where we are right now. Okay, so thanks a bunch, and we'll see you in the next video. Once again, this is Jeff Hendrickson at Laughing Raven Studio. Bye-bye.